Welcome to the Janine Turner Show, and I'm sitting here at a SarahPAC event, and I just had the great joy of seeing Governor Palin, and I'm also sitting here with Tim Crawford, who's the treasurer of SarahPAC, and we are discussing the absolutely shocking, unbelievable comments that Mr. Bashir made at MSNBC. Truly, unbelievably appalling. And Tim, tell us about your thoughts about this.
Well, Janine, my thoughts about this are that there's a incredible double standard at MSNBC. When MSNBC suspended Alec Baldwin for a slur on gays that wasn't said on air, they fired Don Imus for making offensive remarks about the Rutgers women's basketball team. And yet they have not done any sanctions whatsoever on Martin Bashir for what he said, and I can't repeat it, about Sarah on his show last Friday. And it's troubling that it seems to me that MSNBC it makes their decisions on sanctions based on the target of the language rather on the language itself and the speaker of that language.
So in other words, if it's a Democrat, then they'll want to
it seems like
repeal it.
It seems like if it's politically correct or a liberal cause or just a cause that they deem is politically correct, then they are all over making sure that the individual pays for it. But if it's a target that's not politically correct or conservative, it seems to me that MSNBC then turns a blind eye. Well, it certainly has so far. Is there any hint? Do you think there'll be any sort of repercussions for this at all? I mean, it's just amazing that there isn't. It's just mind-boggling. Well, Mr. Bashir made an apology on his show yesterday, Monday. He opened it and did a 2-minute apology. It's not enough. I mean, MSNBC should sanction him in some aspects, and I think that's up to the management of MSNBC to determine what this language that he uttered demands.
Yeah, it needs to be. Something else needs to be done about that. And it's unfortunate that it just gets to as a conservatives, I find that we don't speak out enough. That Democrats are the loud and there's the squeaky wheels, and I would like to see more. I've been talking lately about a law-abiding, respectful rebel. As conservatives, that's what we need to do, and to really get out and support Governor Palin and call him MSNBC and say, well, wait a minute, really get behind it. This just is not appropriate at all. It's just sinful, really.
Correct. I think that everybody should research and understand the double standard and comment on the double standard that takes place way too often with the media. Mm-hmm. They have a double standard when it comes to conservatives as opposed to liberals, and they need to be called on it. You're correct.
They really do. Well, it is absolutely appalling. I saw a headline last night, and then you just told me what was actually said.
Correct.
And it is truly
it's incredible.
Horrible. I can't think of anything worse throughout the history of our country. And we've beaten each other up as from political party to political party pretty badly, but that was just...
It was over the top and just wrong. And MSNBC should realize the wrongness of it and do something.
They should.
Yep.
And we should be a respectful, law-abiding rebels and call in MSNBC and say, really, are you going to let this happen?
Right. People need to understand that their voice matters. And language matters from our side as well. And we should be telling them this kind of stuff is not acceptable, and you have to do something. And you have to do something that is in equality to what you do to people that do something else.
Well, to treat each other like this is George Washington said in his farewell address that the party system would be the demise of America because people would care more about party than about being an American. And party is important, but at some point we have to realize we're Americans and we just can't treat each other this way.
That's right. I mean, I totally agree with you. There's no place for it here. We can have civil discourse, I can argue my points and listen to you arguing yours. There's really no place in it for the kind of language that Mr. Bashir decided to use on West Line.
There's not. And you were telling me offline this has really upset you, and not this is one of the things that's been the tops for you.
I don't get angry very often, and I'm angry about this. Yes.
Okay, well, I'm glad you could speak with us about
Thanks
it tonight.
very much.
Yeah, and thank you for all you do with Governor Palin and SarahPAC, and God bless her and all that she does. We do need, I was just listening to her speak, and we do need to bring our country back, and we've got to get out of our lazy boy chairs.
That's right.
And get out there and do it.
That's right.
Okay,
Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you.
See ya.
Okay.